It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's year 4 of this wonderful building now, and it's going to host the Super Bowl come February. Fans of the Silver and Black certainly hoping their guys will be a part of it. But this is a franchise that hasn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season.
But they should be firmly focused on getting back to the playoffs. They have the team that can do that. Defensively, they get after the quarterback. Great pass rush, and now they have a new leader at quarterback, and they expect to put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Vikings, we know all about the skilled players on offense, but they're looking to make up some ground on the defensive side of the ball this season, as they were second from the bottom in total defense a year ago.
What they want to do is find a way to be more consistent on that side of the ball and not rely on making big plays late in games in order to secure victories. They want to be able to stop people earlier. That's what they're looking to do in 2023.
And off we go from Las Vegas. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The problem with the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. O'Connell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. Got a man, it's Mayer. 22 yards there, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And once again, O'Connell back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the map.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a 7th-year pro and a literal rocket scientist. Here's Joshua Dobbs.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Dobbs. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Carter. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He hits Adams complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbs. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the third.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Dobbs. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now Dobbs. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can and tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
You ready to roll? Hey, let's go. Let's go, young baby.
Here comes second down at 5. Here's O'Connell. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. O'Connell. Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go get it now. Let's go to work. You know what we need, baby. We're going to make a play.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just